Welcome everybody to a new series of Subnautica. I say a new series of Subnautica, not like I've played it before. This is probably a game I'm just going to play anyway. I'm not sure how you guys will respond to it, but I've had a little go of it and it is such a beautiful game. Even if you look in the bottom right corner there, it tells you what my graphics card is. And for any of you that kind of know your stuff, and I'm guessing most of you will, that's not the best graphics card in the world. This PC I currently have is I think it's 3 years old roughly now, so I've not really done anything to it since I built it originally. So whatever you're seeing is potentially on a subpar system in many ways. So you know, if you think it looks good on mine, imagine what it would look like on something that was a lot better. And I think that graphics card only has about 16 gigabytes of memory as well, if memory serves. I could be wrong, but anyway, Subnautica is made by Unknown Worlds Entertainment, and I think they've truly outdone themselves. It is an early access game, so it's not the full release yet. I do believe it was initially released around this time last year, so you know, it's been on Steam for roughly a year, but it does score quite highly on Steam. The last I looked, it was an 8 or a 9 out of 10, so for this style of game I guess it does rate quite high. But other than that, I'm just going to jump straight in. We'll do a brand new game. Now there's several modes. I could go on creative, that will let me build anything everywhere and I won't die, as you can tell, which, okay, that would be good because it'd be quick, but I'm just probably going to go on a survival mode. It seems the best, so I've got to get my own food and things like that, and water, and I've got to look after myself. What I will do at parts of the game where potentially it's going a little bit slow and I don't think it will be entertaining to watch, so maybe if I'm trying to gather a lot of resources, I will either kind of zone out and then back in again once I've got everything, unless something interesting happens, or we can just kind of zip ahead on a kind of a time lapse so you can see what I'm doing, but just very quickly. Just let me know what you think about that anyway, because I'm kind of conscious when it comes to these sort of games where you've got to collect a lot of resources. It can take time, so I'm not sure which way would suit. I don't think literally sitting here for hours and not getting many episodes out because I'm just trying to build one building. I think either, like I say, zoning out and then coming back in within the same episode once I've collected what we need. Again, like I say, unless something interesting happens in between. But I think time-lapse is probably going to be my preference. But yeah, just let me know what you think. Anyway, less chatting and more playing, I think.
In the late 22nd century, humanity is beginning to colonize space. Before colony ships arrive, habitation vessels are appointed terraforming missions. The Aurora was one such vessel. During its descent, the Aurora was struck by a mysterious energy pulse, resulting in catastrophic hull failure. A single life pod jettisoned prior to impact. You were in that life pod.
Well, that's just ever so slightly dramatic, isn't it? Now, I don't know if that means there's going to be a storyline within this game. I'm guessing it's not in yet, but there is at least some basis of how you actually arrived here. And to be the only person left, as you can see anyway, it's a kind of a first-person shooter, in a sense. Not that I have a gun, but let's have a quick look outside. I can see, I'm assuming that's... if you kind of look, and I mean, I know because I've already played it, but when you look, that thing above, it looked like it could have been swimming, so you don't know if you're going out into water or not, but I know you're not. Here we go. So that will be the Aurora, the ship that the very robotic lady was just talking about. As you can see, it's literally just ocean as far as the eye can see. We will go into the water soon. So on the left we've got our oxygen, which 45 of 45 I'm guessing is just because we're outside. Health, and then we've got food, which I just saw drop, and water. Now water will, I guess, be difficult in a sense because yeah, you can't drink salt water. Like I say, I have had a look at this but I've not gone into it into too much depth. And I did play it on the kind of free mode, so I didn't really have to worry about food or anything. But let's have a look. Okay, so we can go out into the water as well. So we've got a fabricator. This is our construction tool. So we got resources. So based on certain things we'll loot. It does tell you what they are. So we've got quartz, so that's what we need for those. Salvage. There's things for food and water as well. So actually there's not really any water in there, but equipment. But I can't build any of this yet because I haven't got it now. I can't remember how you get into your inventory, but we have this inventory in here. So we've got flashlight, computer chip, diamond, and silver ore. So that's what we have on our person, and this is what we have in the little storage bay that I've just opened. So there's blueprints for various things you can build. A log, I think it's the woman will talk eventually, and I think it logs in things so you know what's been going on. I could have swore I should have had some more equipment than that. Maybe not. Well, let's go and have a look. And now straight away, it's just, it is really beautiful. I can't stress that enough. As you can see, my oxygen is going down, so we will need to oh Christ, that's big. We will need to go up every once in a while. Now the other thing is as well is knowing which animals are actually vicious and which ones are not. I guess we will figure that one out as we go, and that will be our little pod. So let's go have a route around and see what we can find. Now most things can be picked up, so just left click, yep. So we picked up some metal salvage. It looks like a little bit of the ship. Okay. I think, oh my god. Looking at its mouth, I wouldn't say that was a predator as such. It looked like a bottom feeder, but I don't know much about fish. So we've got some quartz. And I guess it's just about rooting around. Now we've got some fish.
Emergency. 10 seconds
Okay,
of oxygen
probably best I go
remaining.
to the surface then. We don't want to die that quickly, do we? Right, there we go. So we need food, really, and water. I'm not really sure where I'm going to get water from, but what's that there? Salt deposits, okay. I guess a lot of it is just rooting around. I mean, I'm guessing some of these plants are probably forageable. I'm going to pick up the bits that I can see. I'm going to try and catch a fish. I'm not 100% sure how we do that, but... Left click. Am I supposed to grab this thing? Oh my god. They move so quick.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen
Oh,
remaining.
got it. Oh wow, okay. I picked up a Gary fish. Oh my goodness. Not what an unusual name. Oh no, I've let it go. Didn't mean to do that. Grab it back. How'd you put it away? There's a few different types of fish actually. I don't know if I can hold more than one because he's holding it in his hand. What on earth is that? It's like a jellyfish. What if that'll sting me? An air sac? Okay. Well, I'm going to go back up to the pod. And we're going to have a look. And see what we can do. Left click. Okay. So, we have our... Okay, so it's analysed the fish for us. Okay, so... Substance. Cooked food. Okay, and water seems to have looked, because before we only had one thing here. It was this, wasn't it? So we... the air sac provides water. There we go. Okay, so that's annihilated my one fish and turned it into water. But I can also cook them, it seems. And I guess the Gary fish is going to become food. Okay. So how do I get into my inventory? No, it's not I. B, bag. Nope. Tab.
Scanning the Aurora. 0 life signs detected. Lethal radiation levels detected. The main drive core has malfunctioned. The primary dark matter containment field has dropped to 36% amplitude. Continuing to monitor.
Okay, so that log does keep what she is saying, and yeah, a little bit worrying. Dark matter, was it? Or, I've heard of antimatter and dark matter because I do like science fiction. I quite like Star Trek, so those things, and I am used to hearing those. But tab seems to open your inventory. So water is filtered, so that's fine. Fish we can eat. So how do you eat? Left click. Oh, my water went up a little bit as well, but that didn't really do much for me. I think I need more than one fish. The water's okay. So we've got some quartz, salt, and the metal salvage that we picked up. So let's have a look in here. So resources. So the metal salvage can be turned into titanium. Well, let's do that. I've got more than one, so I'm guessing I can click this a few times. Okay, and quartz can be silicone, rubber, glass. We'll take some silicone rubber. Don't see what I'm going to do with glass as it stands. Okay, electronics. Equipment and tools. Okay, what tools have we got? Ah, knife. Titanium and silicone rubber. Well, let's build one of those. And that seems to have equipped it to my quick bar down here. So what else can we actually build? Flashlight. We got the knife, an air bladder. Okay. Flare. A builder. Okay. A computer chip and a battery. So I guess I need to actually really check into all the different things. A titanium welder. Okay. Storage cube, beacon. God, there's so many different things. What about equipment for me? A pipe. Pump air from the surface. I thought it might be something you can smoke with. Ah, a tank. Titanium and glass. So I can make an air tank. I'm guessing that would be quite useful. Fins, silicon rubber. That would be fine. So I can actually make some of these things. That's... yeah, I don't have anything equipped, so potentially we had the things we need to do. And there was nothing in here, was there? A flashlight. There's one computer chip. Okay. Let's go back outside. We definitely need to get more food. It looks a bit dark actually. I think the sun is setting. It is, yeah. Now I wonder if this changes at night, because you will get different types of fish usually in plant life. God, the noises those animals are making. I'm going to take all this metal to start with. And number 1 will bring out the number 1 slot for the key. So break limestone. Okay, so it does... oh, a little bit of lag there. I think that again, that's probably more my system and my graphics card than the actual game, but it's giving me a hint here, so... oh.
Emergency.
Nice.
10 seconds.
Guessing that was just like titanium... like, put my teeth in titanium in its raw form, so... so, like I said, maybe I'm guessing some of these plants might actually be harvestable. Dig sand, okay. An acid mushroom. Oh wow, we're about to have a party. Not that I condone drugs at all. I'm just... coral shell plate. Can I do anything? Oh, I can stab it. I don't know if it's actually doing anything though. Oh. Okay. Not quite sure what we'll need that for, but we'll take it anyway. And I like how it has a little beacon on the bottom, so you always know where to go. That's like a big fish.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh, we could do... I think it was it quartz we needed to make glass? Is that a Gary fish, wasn't it? Let's see if we can... yep, we got a Gary fish. Oh, what's that one? See if we can grab that. Oh! Oh, he's a fast one. I'm quite slow, actually. I guess if I had some... what do you call them? Flippers. There, that's the one. If I had some flippers, I'd probably go quicker. There's some quartz. Some more quartz. Is that the air sac? I think it is, isn't it?
Emergency. 10 seconds.
To me, they're either dead or they're asleep. I think maybe they're asleep. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Air. Oh no, it's blacking out. Oh, I died. I think I just made it. Wow. That was close. Well, anyway, yeah, as I was saying, those fish look like they were asleep because they're not moving. Well, them ones are. I wonder if he's dead. Oh, well, I don't mind. As long as it's got air in it. Or food. Yeah, they're moving, but not much. Okay, right, let's go back. Before we run out of air again. It's completely different at night. I'm guessing they're not hostile though. Because they would have attacked me by now, I would have thought. They look more like a herbivore as such.
Emergency.
That's okay, don't panic, don't panic. Actually, what's that? Warning. Can't read what that says. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be able to, but we have power cells. Self-charging power cells. Okay, I don't know if that's a problem or not. This looks like an issue, but... Okay. Boomerang, let's have a look. That was food, wasn't it? Well, we got some water fishes, so... Let's process them. How many did we pick up? Quite a few, I think. Yep. We'll take those, because I certainly don't want to dehydrate. Okay, what else? Sort of Gary fish. Who names these things? Oh, floral flavour, but very little of it. Good eating around the... Oh, wow. How do you pronounce that? Pass. If someone knows how to understand that word, please please pronounce it and kind of explain what it means. I've not heard that. It sounds like cartilage in a sense. It probably is, so maybe they have a bony fins. Okay, so we've done all the food. Now we had some resources. Oh, let's process the salvage first. And we needed some glass, I think, didn't we, for the air tank? And we also needed some rubber for fins, so... Titanium ingot. Condensed titanium bar. Okay, we'll leave that for a second. I can do bleach, I'm not sure what I need that for. Well, we'll do some glass, if we've got enough. Which we haven't. We would have done some rubber. Okay. Equipment, so... Okay, so that... Is that an extra 30 seconds of air? So we're at 45 at the moment. We need 2 silicone rubber. Okay. Let's see what happens. Ah! So that's good. Let's get out of this menu a second. Ah, but it's going to take up inventory space, does it not? It doesn't equip to anything. That's slightly annoying. It's taking up 4 slots. Okay, let's eat a boomerang and a Gary fish. Have some water. I'm getting quite full up in here. So I wonder if I process the titanium into ingots. Yeah, see, it's taking quite a few out of my inventory. Yeah, it narrowed it down, that's okay. Food seems to be the biggest problem at the moment. Oh. Must be sunrise, yep. The ship looks like it's floating. I don't particularly want to get close to that at the moment. I can hear my oxygen tank now. See, these things are moving a lot more now. Not that they go very fast anyway. So we need... Can I harvest this? Probably not. Oh, it's giving me air. Oh, that's quite cool. Take that. We need to make some flippers though, because I do want to move quicker. So we need more quartz, because this... Even holding shift down doesn't seem to make a difference. Take this. Not sure we need any more acid plants. Quite sure what you need them for. Let's have a look down here. Now he's got depth as well, so I'm assuming I can only go so far down without being crushed. I'm not 100%, I just know that's how things work in reality. Whether or not those sort of things are implemented, I'm not quite sure. We'll probably find out the hard way. It is really beautiful, and I reckon if I travel a little bit further...
Caution. Readings from the Aurora suggest erratic fluctuations in the primary dark matter containment field. A breach of the main drive chamber may cause a cascading quantum flux detonation.
Jeez. That sounds very worrying. Guess I don't want to be nearby when that happens. What have we got here? It's a good... I'm guessing the art's not been done on that. A sea moth fragment. Okay. Pass if I know what that is. But it doesn't... Yeah, I would say the art doesn't look complete on that, it seems.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I'm getting complacent now. I've got a bigger air tank. There we go. That's the aurora. Oh, I'm getting a little bit closer to it, aren't I? I'm going to get dark mattered. What have we got? I can see another one of those weird things. I wonder if it's the same. Oh, there's another one there. This mouse is a bit twitchy. I might need to adjust the sensitivity. What's this? I've already got one of those. Do I need another one? I'll take it. Because I'm not quite sure if you need to collect several. It does say fragment, so... What on earth is that? A floater? Well, there's only one kind of floater I know, and it's not a pleasant one. So pass. Again.
Warning, 30 seconds of
Yeah,
oxygen
we're going to go back
remaining.
up, don't panic. I'm going to grab these little bits of titanium. Hopefully I'm not too deep. Oh my goodness, I am actually. Quick! Quick! We're going to suffocate.
Emergency, 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Ah, there we go. Okay, you've got to stay at the top a little bit longer. There we are. Do you know what? I find this quite relaxing. It's kind of stressful as it is at the same time with the oxygen and things like that. It is quite a soothing game, and it is. I mean, I picked this up on Steam when it was on sale, so it was £5, and more than likely it'll be $5 for those of you that are in America. I think it's 15 now, but it might be worth adding it to your kind of wish list and picking it up when it actually reduces in price. Oh, wait, unless you want to spend the $15, that is, but I do recommend it. I need more quartz. I might have to nip back out in a second. I really want the flippers. I want to see how much quicker it actually makes us. We will process all these things anyway. Now I picked up those fragments. If they're in my inventory, let's have a look. Let's get out of here. Seamoth. A piece of a Seamoth submersible. Left click to switch container, right click to drop. What is a Seamoth, I wonder? Is it in here? What's a submarine? Maybe I need to build one of these. Maybe, yeah, on the other side, I could just probably look on here. There's probably, is it equipment, maybe? Tools? Maybe a bladder, a flare, a builder. We need to build one of those. A welder. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. And this lubricant and a power cell. Electronics. Battery. Ah, acid mushrooms. So they used to... Ah, that makes sense. It does make sense, but I need copper ore. Okay. So I guess at the moment it is a little bit... Power 31 of 75. I'm hoping that doesn't run out. But I guess we just need to do a lot of routing around. We definitely need more quartz. We need quite an abundance of it seems. Now where was the ship? Right, let's go this way because I don't want to swim towards it. We'll have this out just in case there's anything aggressive. There's one of those rocks. Was it? I'm getting a little bit of lag, unfortunately. Ah, copper. Okay, so it's not just titanium in those. Well, that's good to know. That's salt, isn't it? I don't think we need that at the moment. It does kind of look that we're kind of limited to space as well. God, the noise those things make. I never would sleep. It's almost as as bad as the zombies, but I've not been attacked in this, so if this was the forest, oh my god, I'd probably be completely pooping my pants right now.
Warning, 30
Okay, we're
seconds
going back
of
up, we're going back up, don't panic. I need that quartz. How I ended up swimming back towards the ship already. There we go. What else have we got? Now I attacked those plants, but these ones were a different colour, so I don't know if they're anything any different. Red table coral, okay. Well, I picked up some of it anyway, whatever it may be. You can dig sand. I don't know if that's... It's making a hole. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know if there's any kind of real point to it. Salt we don't need. Oh, we picked up a different resource there. It might come in useful. Here's one ugly fish, albeit a very huge one. It's going to warn me about my oxygen in a second, isn't it? What on earth was that? Is that like a volcano or something? Get some air and we'll go investigate. I've not seen any quartz, so that's my only concern. Don't think I fancy swimming down there, because I can't. That is definitely something like a geothermal or something like that, isn't it? Oh look, we've got some actual vines and things. Ah, quartz. Oh, come on. So slow. Let's go back up and get some more oxygen. I'm guessing the whole of the ocean isn't completely the same. I'm guessing there'll be different types of terrain, different plants, possibly coral reefs, things like that. I do want to investigate down there, but I don't think it's necessarily a good idea right now. Is that some quartz there? Yep. I need to be a little bit more mobile. Take that. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I would recommend, from what I've kind of seen of this game so far, I would recommend it. Especially if you want to do something peaceful. I could be wrong. There could be really nasty fish. There could be aliens. There could be anything. I don't really know. Like I said in the forest, I don't like to research games too much, because I like the surprise. Maybe if I struggle, I might go and research it, and I might even go and watch some videos from fellow YouTubers, but in general, I find, for me, the fun of it is actually dying a few times and trying to discover things yourself.
Emergency.
Here we go.
10 seconds.
You know, and I make a complete ass of myself, and you know, that can be entertaining to some people. Right, it's silicone rubber, that's what we need. Let's see if we can make those flippers now. Yes. So I can make suits as well. Let's go with the flippers first. Question is, do they get equipped? Yes. Okay, so they fill the slot. We got water. So we got more materials to kind of process, and our inventory did look full, but I'm curious now, are we quicker? Oh yes. I can probably catch a fish now quite quick. Yeah. I guess not, but that is definitely quicker. Anyway, we'll take that quartz while we're here. That is much better. I am a bit dubious about coming this close to the Aurora. I'm getting little pockets of lag here and there as well. But again, like I said, I think that's more my system and the fact I'm recording this as well, so it is going to have an impact on the performance of the game. But for the rest of you, I don't think that'll be a problem. The shadow's not too bad either.
Warning, 30
Okay.
seconds of
Don't
oxygen
panic, don't
remaining.
panic. So that ship is just humongous. It's crazy to think I'm the only person that managed to find an escape pod. And it kind of says a lot about me as a person, really.
Warning, readings from the Aurora characteristics consistent with total degradation of the dark matter containment field. Spikes in quantum fluctuations suggest an uncontrolled cascade detonation will occur with a probability of 83.5%.
Well, that sounds a bit worrying, doesn't it? in layman's terms, I think she's about to say it's going to explode. The thing is, I'm not that far away from it, so if that goes... I mean, a nuclear explosion is bad enough, but dark matter? Can I make this pod move any further away? Because I certainly couldn't swim very far, and it doesn't seem to have any kind of propulsion on it. It's not exactly in a great way, is it? I do wonder. I'm not 100% sure what will happen. What was that thing? I picked up a big bubble. Where is it? We've got bleach, glass. Okay. Synthetic fibers, benzene, blood oil. Oh, there seems to be definitely plenty of resources. Okay, so I can make some wire and things. I need silver to make a computer chip. So there's lots of things to actually do. It's not basic by any means, and we've got tools that I could do with making. We have a knife. I definitely need this. And I need, what's that, repair tool? I'm probably going to need that, and this mobile vehicle bay. So a power cell I can make. I'm not sure where I'm going to get lubricant from. Oh dear. Yeah. But yeah, we'll have to have a look and see. But I'm going to leave the episode here. Actually, I'm going to leave it here from the outside, where it looks beautiful. So until next time, as always, take care.